go.
This is a podcast which is recorded in a flat, which means there are other sounds around.
Surprisingly, like, podcasters don't make enough money to record this in, like, a podcast palace.
Yeah. Some, like, weird cabin on a mountain.
Oh, yeah, that's where most podcasts do it, actually. What? Why does Do Not Disturb just not work?
Are you sure you haven't just, like, not figured out how to do not disturb?
Notification preferences.
What are they from?
From WhatsApp. I can just close WhatsApp.
Yeah, you don't need WhatsApp open all the time anyway.
Goodbye, WhatsApp.
Okay, let's go, otherwise I'm going to lose my will to live. Maybe this is just relatable now.
This is hashtag relatable. You know, we're like one of you guys, except we have a podcast, so we're better than you.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it just means we pay for an RSS feed. We just have slightly less money than
Yeah.
you.
We're actively losing money to bring you this podcast. But hello, hi. You're listening to That 90s Spider-Man show, where we watch some episodes of Spider-Man the Animated Series, and then we talk to you about them. Who's talking to you about them, you say? Well, I'm Henry, I'm one of your hosts, and alongside me, as always, is your other host. His name is Jack.
Hi. I feel like the fact that you introduce me as Jack means that when it actually is thrown over to me, I have nothing to say, because all I have to say is, my name is Jack, and that has been taken away from me, so it's just...
Do you want me to let you say your own name?
Well, it's like...
Should I go, my name is Henry?
I don't know, like, whenever, like, you say, oh, and here's my co-host Jack, and then I go, like, hi, and you look at me like, got anything else for me? And I'm like, literally no.
Okay, I'm going to start it again, and I'm going to give you enough space to, like, say your name this time.
No, I want to hear this in the podcast. This whole thing, so we're fine.
We're fine. We're talking about Spider-Man Animated Series. We're talking about Season 3, Episode 8 of Spider-Man the Animated Series, entitled The Ultimate Slayer?
I think I might have forgotten everything about this episode because I had to delete it to make room in my memory for all the comic origin stuff I'm going to have to go through later.
Yeah.
So bear with me.
I was going to do that, but I decided just to delete memories of my grandmother instead. So,
oh, right. Yeah.
Worth
and
it.
you didn't even need any comic shit. You were just like, fuck my grandma.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here talking about The Ultimate Slayer. Do you remember anything about this?
I remember one moment which made me literally spit out my drink.
That's like most of this episode, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let's get our drinks ready to spit out, folks. So we open on Peter Parker, who's going about his day at the Daily Bugle when he looks at the TV and he notices that Harry and MJ are getting married. And this is really funny for me because I don't know if they know Peter was dating MJ, but like the idea of like going to your job and your boss hearing about your ex getting engaged and not telling you, but just like putting it on TV.
I think MJ makes an excuse later, but the fact that both of them, one of Harry's closest friends, plus an ex-girlfriend who he's continued being close friends with, neither of them thought to even say about maybe getting engaged. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be a meeting.
But it has to be more. It has to be less than a news broadcast.
Yeah, because it's not like she's his ex from a long time ago or something like that.
They broke up like a year ago.
And they were talking like yesterday.
Yeah,
and
she kissed him yesterday.
She should have dropped it then.
Yeah.
in the fucking closet of a hospital.
I'm sorry I kissed you, also I'm getting married.
Harry and Mary Jane? Engaged?
Peter's reeling from that, and then someone hands him a phone being like, hey, this is an emergency. And immediately, without a second thought, he's like, God damn it, Aunt May. What's happened now, Aunt May? He says that on the phone, but it's not Aunt May. It's Alistair Smythe saying that he's about to get fucked up by the Kingpin.
Yeah.
Effectively, like, Smythe is like, my boss is really mad at me because I ruined his operations and put his son in jail.
Yeah, and also he's denied my request for a mental health day, so...
For like 4 years running now.
He's basically calling HR.
Yeah.
But he's accidentally got put through to, like, Peter Parker by accident.
Yeah.
But tell me something. Why would you betray your boss?
Because I think he's about to betray me.
And then he kind of like says, meet us over this building. I forgot the name of the building, but let's say the Bussy building. Which is not in New York, but in Peckham.
Sure. I'm sure there's loads of people very angry that you couldn't remember the name of this building.
Yeah.
The worst thing is that I do remember the name.
I don't care. The name is the Bussy building now.
Sure, whatever.
So he says, meet at the Bussy building in Peckham. But as Smythe hangs up the phone, he gets snuck up on by the Kingpin.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, I mean...
That's like Godzilla vibes. It's like Jurassic Park at the end within like the the museum and then the T-Rex comes out of nowhere. You're like, how the fuck does a T-Rex sneak up on you?
Or how like the Nemesis like sneaks up on everyone in the first 2 Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
This fucking massive ass guy with a bazooka.
He's like the boulder in Indiana Jones. How do you like not notice he's behind you? Do you not notice the shadows coming out from the sky that was suddenly dark?
This was the moment as well that like I went from like, oh, this is just a really obvious trap to oh shit. Oh, Alice is actually trying to get out.
Yeah.
This might be like the first episode that I am on Alistair's side ever.
I kind of get why Kingpin is mad at him, but as events unfold, you're like, Kingpin has fucked this up already.
Yeah, but he started the Rube Goldberg machine that ended with Richard Fisk in jail. It's not like he did anything. He was like, hey, I have this idea. And
just went with it. Let me put my son at risk.
Yeah, Kingpin's just like, well, I'm going to be fine with this if it succeeds, but if it doesn't, then it's your fault. But I approve of this.
Yeah. Either way, like, you get nothing from this apart from my wrath.
This is a HR complaint. This is a bad line manager.
Do you think Smythe is getting paid for any of this?
I don't know. I think he's getting like room and board.
I kind of think he's been held there against his will.
I think he's getting room and meatballs.
Just like tons of meatballs. Not even like potatoes with them, just regular old meat.
I think he gets, maybe he doesn't get the meatballs though, he just gets the meatball sauce.
Yeah.
They just get a bowl of this meatball sauce. And
Mr. Fisk, can I get some bread for this marinara?
Only I must eat the meatballs.
You can have the drippings. Anyway. We go to the bossy building where Spider-Man shows up like, where's this Smythe dude? But when he gets there, he finds like Smythe's hover chair, but he turns it around and Smythe's not in it.
Yeah.
Which is great. Why is Smythe not in it? It turns out that Smythe is behind him and he's standing. And also he's kind of like yellow-green. He's got like, I don't know what they are, but they're coming over his shoulders are like...
They're like flesh guns.
Literally, I don't know what the fuck they are. They're terrifying.
This is like proper like Videodrome shit. This is some Cronenberg dude.
It's a horrifying nightmare thing.
Yeah, so he's got these like weird like antennae. And
he's got little like snail stalks coming over his shoulders.
Yeah, and then he also has like Batman stab spikes on his arms, right?
And also he's just cut now.
Yeah, he's super ripped.
Yeah.
Although maybe he was ripped the whole time.
Not from the waist down.
Well, we don't see him with his pants off.
Yeah, but you can see the definition in his legs through his trousers.
I think Kingpin was still making him do leg day.
I can't feel my legs, sir.
That was quite a good Smythe, actually.
Yeah. Spider-Man's like, what the fuck happened to you, Smythe? And as he wonders what's going on, we find out that the stalk thingies out of his shoulders, they shoot lasers. Mm-hmm. Everything shoots fucking lasers in this season.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I'm all for it. The laser season.
The lasers.
I have to follow up on the loser season.
The laser season. So Spider-Man and Smythe fight. This is when Spider-Man falls several floors through a building.
Yeah, he like one of those rooftop fan generator things.
Yeah.
That fell through, but it was so heavy it like went through every floor. It's like Iron Man versus Hulk fight in Age of Ultron when he just knocks him through an entire building.
It's insane. Spider-Man just falls through a building. He's not dead somehow. But he gets, like, incapacitated because that's the least that can happen when you fall through a fucking skyscraper. Smythe kind of shows up and he's like, now I'm gonna hit you with my shoulder stalks, bitch.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually say that, but, like, it's implied. And then, as he's about to die, Madam Web shows up like, oh, I should probably help him now. At that moment, through Smythe's eyes, we see who's fucking with Smythe. And it's Kingpin. Obviously, it's Kingpin.
Yeah. Smythe has got, like, robot eyes now.
Ugh, God. So, Kingpin's like, so what do you think, Herbert Langdon? And yes, Herbert Langdon is back.
Yeah.
Last time we saw him, he was not doing so great.
We've seen him once as, like, part of, like, Kingpin's team. Or, like, he was on, like, the table when a bunch of crime bosses were talking at some point.
Was that him?
I feel like he was, like, a background shot but didn't have any. And we're like, oh, this guy's here now.
I don't know if that was him. But either way, he's here now.
I mean, there's only so many people with half a green face.
There's Two-Face as well. It's kind of got like a Two-Face vibe, except like if...
Where's the Two-Face ripoff? It's exactly Two-Face.
It's but like if the other half of Two-Face was just like a little weird alien thing.
That's kind of what it is anyway.
That makes sense. Like, imagine like if Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever had like a little like Slimer attached to him.
But he's not really like... That's the thing with Landon, right? He's just exactly like Two-Face, apart from he has like a weird talon foot.
Yeah.
And like a weird hand.
You don't know what his body looks like underneath the suit, though.
Well, you presume it's all green. All the way directly down the middle.
It's got like a half green dick.
Yeah, and one green ball. Right? Who knows what that one like left side nipple looks like?
Oh,
you know,
God.
it could be like species nipples.
Oh no!
But also, he doesn't. The
Or
funny
is that one of those stalks that's coming out of Smith's shoulder?
Yeah.
They come out of his like boob instead.
One of my favorite things about this is because he's got this big weird foot. He just wears one shoe.
He could definitely just buy a bigger shoe.
What do you mean, definitely?
What do you mean, not definitely?
He has a monster foot.
It's like a slightly bigger foot.
It's a monster foot.
But like they're still like in like foot dimensions.
You're acting like, oh, you just go to your nearest shoe store and say, "Can I have the barefoot, please?"
Can I have like a size 12 instead of a size 9?
I don't think that's the difference we're getting here.
But it's not like
He's
it's
got
like
like a T-Rex foot.
but it's like the same basic dimensions of a foot.
But he's got massive toes with huge nails on them.
So use a clipper.
I think the closest he's going to get is a clown shoe.
Fuck it, why not at this point?
Yeah.
Imagine like
He
going through
doesn't
New
need it.
York.
He doesn't need like another thing. He's already the guy who's half a weird monster. He doesn't need to be like, oh, and here's a clown shoe.
But like imagine walking through New York. There's a broken glass fucking everywhere.
For one thing, I think he's got hardened dinosaur skin. And also, I don't think this dude is walking around in public anyway.
Touche.
I think he's wanted for attempted genocide. He did some fucked up shit in that X-Men episode last season.
He tried to like stage a eugenics program. Anyway, so Captain Eugenesis is now working for Kingpin. He kind of explains to Kingpin that so Smythe needs more cybernetics so he can become obedient.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. But Kingpin is kind of like, fuck it, I'll threaten you anyway. Because at this point, he's got nothing to lose. At this point, his wife has left him, his kid is in jail. It's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna attack people. And the only person he considers a friend is now a cyborg. But yeah, let's cut back to Madam Web's house? Dungeon? Weird dream sequence? Okay, whatever it is, Madam Web is talking to Spider-Man, and she's like, you got your ass kicked, son. What'd you call that? I thought you were a superhero, not a super bitch.
I didn't even make any notes on this bit because I'm not sure if anything happens.
I mean, there's one, like, kind of important plot point.
And what's that?
So, Spider-Man's like, how the fuck do I kill that thing?
Right.
And Madam Web is like, it's not about how you do it, but why you're doing it. And then she kind of, like, just leaves him to, like, figure
Spider-Man,
out.
for the first time ever, he considers actually, like, trying to reason with people instead of punching them.
Yeah, learned an important lesson that day.
Yeah.
To go back to Crime Central, where Smythe is back, and Langdon's, like, telling him to get in the chamber so he can put more robot in him. I'm not sure what's happening to Smythe.
Is this where the flashback comes in, or did that happen before?
It's coming.
Right, okay.
So Smythe is like, no, I'm not getting in the chamber. Then Kingpin's like, do what I say, bitch. But Smythe is now a robot. And he's like, fuck you, Kingpin. But as he's about to kill this dude, it's like a Robocop thing where they're like, oh yeah, his programming says he can't kill us.
Yeah.
Back in the chamber, robot, and Smythe's like, fine. And outside the chamber, this is when Kingpin asks Langdon if, hey, so how much of his humanity does he have left at this point? And Langdon's like, so by the time I'm done with him, none. Is it me, or does this plan make no fucking sense? Like, the general idea is great, but, like, why would you put the one person who can fuck it up in the robot suit?
Yeah, you'd think he would do it. Maybe they saw, like, what happened with Matt Gargan, and it's like, let's not do it with some asshole.
If I was Kingpin, I'd do this myself.
Just imagining Kingpin with weird stalk things.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the thing, right? Like, Wilson still wants to, like, go to parties and stuff. He doesn't
But,
look
like-
like a weirdo.
But, like, get anybody else. Anybody else.
Yeah.
You got the one guy who you know was about to betray you. The one guy you kind of hired under false pretenses.
Well, I think Kingpin, he believes Landon's bullshit too much because he's like, well, this is a way to deal with that. Rather than just getting rid of someone I can use, I'm going to make them into a weapon before they can potentially be an enemy in the future. So I'll just brainwash them. The idea of things going wrong is...
It's such a stupid plan.
I think it's like, it makes sense as far as this show goes.
This show is stupid. No, to be
Okay,
fair.
well, fuck you, leave this podcast.
I'll see ya. No, there's lots of stupid shit going on here.
I found him amid the wreckage. I knew he would be unwilling to work for me, but all the same, a genius is a terrible thing to waste. So, I put him into cryogenic suspension. And when I told Alistair that Spider-Man was responsible for his father's disappearance, I gained a younger genius, and one willing to share a valuable robotic technology for nothing but the promise of revenge.
That's unbelievable.
So back in the chamber he goes, and outside the chamber, Kingpin's like, hey, so have we removed all that pesky humanity yet? And the problem is, and this is the only problem with the plan really, is that Smythe remembers he was a human, and he remembers how he got here.
Right.
So this is where we get the flashback, and he's like, he remembers how Kingpin caught him ratting him out, and then he was turned into the Ultimate Slayer as punishment.
Right, yeah.
For putting his son in jail. Which, as far as punishments go, that makes a lot of sense. That was sarcasm, it makes no sense. And he remembers also how his dad died again.
Yeah.
And this pain kind of brings back his humanity, and he escapes out of the chamber, and he climbs into his hover chair, and I don't know if you know this, but apparently he can just fly.
Yeah, I have it in my notes. Wait, could this fly the whole time?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of things in my notes here that I need to mention.
Yeah.
Which is one, at some point in this episode, there's a point where either in the flashback or in the first scene with him, Kingpin grabs Smythe's chair and just starts spinning it around in a circle.
I think it's both.
Yeah, and it was so funny I spat my drink out. Also, I think there's a line from Herbert Landon, maybe, who says a line which makes no sense, which is that he's talking about Smythe and he goes, how ironic. He always made robots, and now he is a robot.
That's not what irony means, Landon.
And lastly, I think there is a shot in this where they show Smythe before he goes in the chamber, and he was super ripped before he gets in that Weapon X shit. I don't know about his legs, but...
Upper body I can understand, but I don't understand how his legs are ripped.
I don't know, maybe he has a really, really extra physiotherapist.
He's the most intense physiotherapist.
Also, when he flies away, right? Is this where he doesn't go in a straight line even? He
just flies diagonally off.
Yeah, but he fucking Tokyo drifts out Crime Central.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing. And it was at this moment where I was like, I think Alistair this is my guy.
Yeah.
The humanoid equivalent of a robot, eh?
Drifting on, we're back to Aunt May and Peter's terrible personal life. So Aunt May's trying to be nice to Aunt Anna and saying, oh, I'm so glad Mary Jane is happy now.
And Anna's yeah, better than your fucking dipshit son.
There's no reason for her to bring up Peter Parker at all. Well, Aunt May's I'm so sad they didn't work out between my nephew and your niece. And Aunt Anna's your nephew ain't shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, also money. I got money now.
Fucking piece of shit nephew.
Yeah.
Aunt May kind of tries to defend him, but she's kind of yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from.
Fucking Aunt Anna Soprano over here.
And at this point, Peter kind of walks in what's going on, guys? I'm going to go to Oscorp for this press conference. And Aunt Anna's like, do you know Mary Jane's going to be there with her new fiancé? As in your ex-girlfriend and your best friend. And Peter's like, yeah, thanks. I'd almost forgotten.
Yeah, I have no idea why no one told him this before. It's I feel really bad
I feel
for him.
Aunt Anna was like, don't tell him. It's going to hurt more this way.
Yeah, well, she deleted the voicemail.
Yeah, she called J. Jonah Jameson I've got something for your 9 o'clock news.
100%.
Back at Crime Central, we're with Herbert Landon again and Kingpin. And they kind of realise that Smythe has escaped because, I guess, they weren't paying attention. And then the funniest twist of this episode, the one thing that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. And he goes to this big-ass computer and he's like, oh, shit. So, Alistair Smythe has kind of programmed himself to kill Norman Osborn. Yeah. And Kingpin's like, oh yeah, we made it up actually. This will be really awkward if he goes and kills him now.
What are you doing, Alistair Smythe? That's your season 1 objective.
No! Update the firmware! Update the firmware! Things are going to shit. It's going to be super awkward for Kingpin. Anyway, Kingpin's like, yeah, you should probably stop it from killing my associate. And Langdon's like, yeah, Smythe's kind of locked me out of the system, so... Do you have a plan B? And yeah, Osborn's screwed. Speaking of Osborn, let's go to Oscorp, where Peter is having the worst time of his life.
Also wearing a massive blazer.
It's peak 90s blazer.
He looks like fucking David Byrne, you know?
He fucking stole Kingpin's blazer. This thing is 4 sizes too big.
Do you think Kingpin goes to a shop and buys David Byrne joke massive suits just to wear?
No, he's going to David Byrne personally. I need another one, David.
He's employing criminals to Take them off the rack after he's done with his tour.
Yeah, or just go and mug David Byrne. Oh, not again.
At the end of every single concert, David Byrne wakes up naked on his floor and doesn't know why. And he's like, wow, I must be partying really hard.
All my clothes are gone again.
Then Lantern's like, you didn't need to take his underwear. It's just regular underwear.
This won't fit my left leg.
He's just like, I'm still a fan.
You're still a fan.
These go for $25 on eBay.
Aren't you a multi-millionaire? Yes, but $25 is still $25. Anyway, Pete's taking photos of Norman Osborn and J. Jonah Jameson, who's there, because obviously. And then that's when MJ takes him aside, being like, oh, hey, Peter, how's it going? Did you hear about my engagement at your place of work?
Yeah, sorry for giving you news that would cause you emotional pain regardless of however you want to deal with it, and then giving you that message in the worst way possible.
I don't think she could have had a worse way had she tried. Apart from just, like, having the wedding at his place without telling him. He just came back from work like, oh, hi, oh, shit. It's terrible. And Peter's like, surprisingly not like, what the fuck, Mary Jane? He's kind of like, really? Harry? Him? MJ has this whole thing about, oh yeah, Harry makes you feel...
So I was just thinking of the whole, like, Arrested Development
thing.
and Egg thing.
Yeah.
And I was, like, imagining them calling Harry Egg.
Yeah.
And then I thought, like, calling him Eggborn.
Harry Eggborn. Or Eggy Osborne. Oh yeah, what's with that old scrambled boy? And MJ is kind of like, hey, so Harry's there, and he doesn't go anywhere. He's like a lost puppy.
Yeah.
And, like, all the men in my life have let me down, including you.
It's not
You
that
let me be kidnapped by Doctor Strange's, like, arch nemesis somehow.
It's not that I'm in love with Harry. It's that you set such a low bar that he surpassed it.
That's how bad you fucked this up. Peter's like, but do you love him? And her reaction is the reaction of somebody who hasn't really thought about that question at all.
Yeah.
She hasn't even got, like, she's so disgusted by the idea that she can't even lie about it. She's like, gotta go. And I mean, like, if someone asks you if you love your fiancé, you should be able to just say yes.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. I love him.
She's like, he's okay. I am physically repulsed by him.
Is that what you mean, physically repulsed? But he is there. He won't go away.
Yeah.
Anyway, we cut to later where Norman's kind of like, if you hadn't heard, my son's getting engaged. Someone actually, like, loves him, guys. We never thought this would happen. I invested, like, 30% of my stock into a Japanese body pillow company because I was, like, so hopeless for my son. But some, like, hot redhead is actually into him for some reason.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's gonna, like, take Harry aside and be like, you're just a plot point in someone else's romance?
I'm sure people tell him that all the time. Just letting them blot it out.
I feel like people should do that sometimes.
But before, like, Pierre's, like, life can get any worse, his spider sense goes off. And that's when Robot Smythe shows up to capture Norman Osborn. Herbert Langdon, in lieu of actually, like, reprogramming Smythe, just sends a ton of men after him, like, why not just send, like, this dog after this cat, which has this mouse in my house? And it just becomes, like, this big escalating thing, which can possibly not go wrong.
I feel kind of bad for, like, the events team at Oscorp, because they'd, like, never have any kind of event presentation or, like, press conference that doesn't end up exploding.
I feel like the events team quit, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah, or maybe just, like, no one should turn up, right?
Imagine every time you stage an event, like, the room it's in blows up.
Yeah, just imagine me like, oh, hey man, are you going to that, like, Oscorp event later? And it's like, why? I mean, like, remember the last few times I was like,
I was a fucking Scorpion Man last time.
Yeah, or maybe all the people there are, like, proper, like, high-risk takers.
Yeah, like adrenaline junkies. Or they're just suicidal, like, I really hope all the Sinister Six show up because I can't take it anymore.
It's like Patrick Swayze from Point Break is there. Gotta ride that wave, man.
Gotta ride that Scorpion wave, man.
He, like, jumps on Smythe's back and starts riding him like a bull.
Yeehaw!
Norman Osborn located.
Norman Osborn.
What is that thing want?
Objective. Revenge.
Surprisingly, a robot showed up to destroy Norman Osborn's party. Again. To be fair, this hasn't happened for the last, like, 2 weeks, so I don't know how you could be expecting it. Herbert Langdon kind of, like, sends some men after him, but somehow they capture Harry and MJ as well.
Yeah, and then the stupid thing about this, I get that a little bit, but when they take them back to Crime Central, it's like, because I think they get like gassed as well, right?
Oh yeah, because like,
so it's like we're not bringing them like conscious. So at this point, just like put like Harry and like MJ like out on the street or something. Like,
yeah.
Norman's the only one who actually knows what's going on. So why are you like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm just going to keep you in this cell.
Yeah.
Just to make you suspicious of me.
I can't really think of anything else to do with you, so I guess you're in the cell. My kind of theory is that within like a day of being employed by Kingpin has discovered that Herbert Langdon is somehow less competent than Alistair Smythe.
Yeah.
Like,
I think this is the classic thing of like having a breakup and then getting with someone else and then realizing that you're actually in love with the original love interest, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like dump your like your partner for someone who's like on paper like a lot better. Like Herbert Langdon like can use his legs and shit like that. And he's ambitious and stuff.
You say that, but like that's the only thing you can think of is that he has 2 working legs.
Yeah,
which Smythe has now anyway. Also, like one of them is like a weird green leg, so we don't even know how good that is.
I mean, the leg is always greener on the other side, you know.
I guess that's the only time anyone would have ever made that joke. You just invented a joke because that it needs such a specific series of criteria to fall into place.
But I made the joke.
The leg is always greener,
Yeah, the leg is always greener. But yeah, Kingpin is like, you fucked this up again. Why are these 2 teenagers in my shit? Oh, fuck it. Gas them, whatever. And he just gasses these 2 people. I'm not an anesthesiologist, but like, how many people has he accidentally killed this way?
I don't know, but he's getting very close to releasing the gas all over the city and recreating the PS1 Spider-Man game. Why didn't he do that? Then they will fuck up Spider-Man.
Yeah. Go for the scorched earth policy. Yeah. I don't think like putting gas all over New York's floor is gonna like add to his problems. Let's say that. But yeah, so Spider-Man's kind of like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go and save them now. And he kind of webs himself off the ship when they go to Crime Central. And this is when we get to Crime Central. And it's actually really funny for me because Kingpin already has like smelling salts at the ready because he's done this so many times. Let me get the smelling salts. And he wakes him up and he's like, hey, Norman, sorry.
Norman's actually like surprisingly chill. He's kind of like, okay, cool. What's the situation, guys? You know?
Okay, why have I been kidnapped?
He's kind of the same vibe as like, you know, that scene in Always Sunny where Charlie comes in and goes, cat in a wall, eh? Yeah. He's speaking my language. And he just like immediately starts helping Dee get a cat out of her walls. It's like that kind of thing with Norman, like, you created a monster by accident.
So,
been there, done that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've had a nickel every time that happened, you know? This is like the 4th or 5th Harry I've gone through. So, what's up? How can I help? By the way, did you blame me for his father's death? Because you know that was you, right? And Kingpin's like, technically yes, but no, because he isn't dead. And this is the moment where he chooses to reveal he just, like, cryogenically froze Spencer Smythe's body.
Yeah, so Spencer Smythe, who died in episode 2
of this entire series.
Yeah, and we have been laughing at his death in every episode since then.
Including this one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, because the death is just so comical.
It's so funny.
But it turned out he didn't die.
Apparently, like, the building blew up, but, like, he was just inside going, like, what happened? And Kingpin's just there to be like, hey, get in this chamber, it's the only way you can survive.
And Kingpin's reasoning for this is that it was a motivator to keep Alistair in line, but then also, I don't want to get rid of this guy because, like, you know, brilliant mind is hard to get rid of. It's insane, but it makes sense if you're the biggest asshole in the world.
This inventor creating, like, murder robots to help you kill Spider-Man, and your solution to this problem of, like, Spider-Man not dying is to kidnap this man, fake his death, and get his, like, son to do it.
Well, he didn't kidnap him.
He kind of kidnapped him.
No, he didn't. When did he kidnap him?
What, Spencer Smythe?
Yeah.
Well, the building blew up and he's inside it, and Kingpin's like, okay, you're in my cryogenic chamber now.
Right, yeah. The thing is, Spencer Smythe didn't want to do any of this shit. He was just doing this for the hover chair from Osborn. He didn't know he was working for Kingpin. He wouldn't have willingly worked for Kingpin. And if he'd survived that, Spencer and Alistair would have just fucked off. But instead, he keeps him on ice, gets Alistair on that revenge room and meatball, and Alistair can do that. And then when Alistair's burned out, turn him into a robot, awaken Spencer and be like, look what Osborn did to your kid. Keep that cycle going.
What?
I think this is galaxy brain shit.
This is insane.
Yeah. I told you it was insane. I said it only makes sense if you're an insane asshole.
So it doesn't make sense is what you're saying.
It makes perfect sense to me. It's just like comic book sense, you know? Like, everything has to happen in a certain way. It's like the Joker and Dark Knight level of planning.
I'm legitimately getting a headache.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it...
Well, just
the more you explain, the less it makes sense.
Just you wait until we get to the comics later.
So, Kingpin's galaxy brain idea has been exposed, and Spider-Man's just like hearing this like, oh shit, this is really cool. And he's so like blown away with this information that he's forgotten to hide. They're these two guys.
Yeah, what do they say? Because all I wrote down is these guards are great.
They kind of just walk in like, is that Spider-Man up there?
Hey, check out the unauthorized ceiling ornament.
And while this is all happening, Langdon's reprogramming Smythe again.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, get in your hover chair. I got you a new hover chair to fight Spider-Man in, for some reason. I guess it works because he's kicking the shit out of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but the new hover chair as well, right? It's kind of like the old one, but it has like weird legs or something.
It has lasers.
Yeah, but it has legs, and that was the thing that threw me off. I was like, why'd you make a hover chair and then give it like legs?
In case you need to like go over some like quicksand. It doesn't make any sense.
Did you just say if you want to go over some quicksand?
Yes. Or like there's like traffic, you want to get like around traffic, you want to just walk around traffic.
Why are you defending this, but then you cause the stink of a big wheel? This is the same level.
I had the same idea in Big Wheel. He said that's stupid. It's like the house in The Simpsons with the security system.
What, the one that sets on fire?
No, the one which like as soon as you throw a rock at it, like it goes up and legs starts running away.
Yeah, but then it sets on fire.
That's like a design flaw, but the principal idea is sound.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Spider-Man throws a rock at it, and like its leg starts running away. No, it doesn't. Spider-Man's getting his ass kicked by it. And he gets out of the chair, and Smythe's like crushing him to death or whatever. And Spider-Man's like, hey, your father's not dead! And also, Kingpin is a dick! And this is when like the Madam Web's like wise words kind of flash into his brain, like, It's not about the how, but the why, Spider-Man. And he's like, shit, I got my why now. Also, I'm using air rapidly. So Robert Smythe is pissed because obviously...
He just shows him the video as well, right?
Yeah, he just like goes to like a terminal and it's just up there, the feed.
He presses the Spencer Smythe coma feed.
Yeah. I knew I should have had that hooked up to the main system.
Just fan cam shit.
Yeah.
So, like,
why the fuck did I need a camera on this comatose man in my basement?
That's a good point. I guess like maybe that's someone's kink out there. It's watching old men sleeping on ice.
I can't afford the rent without my OnlyFans account.
Yeah, I guess what would Kingpin's OnlyFans be? It'll be like 6 hours of Spencer Smythe cryogenically frozen.
Also, he's just
him
like
eating meatballs.
Yeah, it's like a live stream just him eating meatballs.
And then people like commenting like, "Put 2 meatballs in your mouth at once."
Slam your face in marinara sauce.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he hired Landon, because people were messaging like, hire the weird asshole who turned into a monster, and he's like, oh, they gave me like $100, so I have to do this now.
Just so you know, Herbert, you have to feed me meatballs on camera sometimes. This is not going to be every day, but it's going to be most days. You have to do it with the weird hand. Yes, the green one.
OnlyFISK.
OnlyFISK. Sign up now for a 20% discount and exclusive videos of me eating meatballs. He should not be in like crime. He has so many other like ventures he could go into which would not fuck up his life this much.
Yeah.
And then I imagine like Vanessa just hearing, wait, what? Wilson has what now?
You could probably just become an Instagram influencer. Because it'd be like, look, you can be this fat and still lift a desk over your head.
Hashtag body goals. All bodies are beautiful. He goes like Jamila Jamil's podcast about like people like of all kinds of weights, and he's like, you know what, Jamila? I think that everybody is beautiful, even if I have like 6 feet in width and 6 feet in height. I'm also beautiful. That is so inspirational, Wilson.
Herbert Landon got his job because he posted a cringy ass article called "I Love My Big Curvy Kingpin."
we're not your conventional couple, but we make sense as well.
He's a little on the heavy side. I have a green leg. And
Everyone's a little bit different. Doesn't mean we can't make love.
It was a classic meet cute. I was trying to commit genocide. And he was financing me trying to commit genocide.
He was trying to start up his own meatball fetish website. I mean, it's a beautiful love story. And then imagine, like, Vanessa being like, okay, you need to, like, get this divorce really, really sped up now because he's lost his goddamn mind.
Yeah, this is a fucking midlife crisis. I've never seen one.
What the fuck are we?
I don't know.
Okay,
I've got some notes here that just says he gets punched in the heart.
Yeah,
and
like...
I don't know who that is.
Robo Smythe punches Kingpin in the heart.
Oh, right. Punches him right in the
clogged
artery.
Yeah. Oh, thank God, I was about to have a heart attack there. Thank you, Smythe.
He just punches some cholesterol out of him.
Oh, God. My heart is so dead from having my wife leave me and my son put in jail. And I felt something for the first time ever.
I like how you take any opportunity to riff and you're like, oh, let's get back on track. But then you just see the sinking boat of another potential improv and just jump on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can swim, right? Anyway, meanwhile, we're with MJ and Harry, and I have in my notes here that this has to be the first time they're alone in a room together.
And MJ just like...
She's berating this poor man.
Yeah, she just like...
She's just chewing him out. It's really funny to me.
And Harry's like very normal in the scene. He's kind of like, well, we're in a cell. I'm not really sure what to do. Maybe we should just like wait things out. I don't know. And then MJ's like...
We're gonna die in here, you know.
like calling him like a beta or something.
Yeah. You're being such a virgin now. I want my Chad Peter Parker back.
It's the Chad Peter Parker versus the virgin Harry Osborn. Or the virgin Harry Eggborn.
Yeah, and then she's like, can you do anything to get out of this situation? We've been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Your dad's not going to help you with this. Partly because I think he's been kidnapped by this robot.
Harry has the confidence of someone who has been kidnapped multiple times and also has a lot of money. This will be fine.
Yeah. My dad usually remembers to pay them in time. So and then two guards show up, and then Harry's like apparently 30 seconds away from just bending over. MJ's like, oh, let me help. And then she tries to like fucking gank one of these guards and like escape. Yeah. And it's really fucking great. Like, MJ just became like super street.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. And she tries to escape, and they're about to, like, capture her again. And Spider-Man's like, hey, I'll help you. And moves up these guards. And my headcanon is like a tiny bit aroused right now. He's just like, oh shit, girl. What did you done to kick ass? And she just ignores him. She goes to the lab and picks up like a tire iron to fuck up, like, Smythe. And he's like, oh, wait, wait, hold on. He's with us now. Everything's cool. Put down the tire iron. So they run to the lab, and Spider-Man's like, things have changed, MJ. And then he gets to Robo Smythe like, remember your dad is in the basement. Yeah. I don't know how you would have forgotten this in the 30 seconds since I told you, but I thought I'd remind you just in case. And somehow Norman Osborn has already got outside. I don't know how,
he just pieced out. He read the situation. He's like, I'm gonna go. I don't care about this.
Was he even like been captured? It was like him like, oh my bad, dude.
Well, I don't think he would. He didn't catch him because he wanted to keep him in prison. He captured him because he wanted to save him from Smythe.
Yes.
That's why it didn't make sense to put Harry and MJ in.
It's like a big misunderstanding
and
anyway.
Norman Osborn's just enough of an asshole that he just walked out and was like,
peace.
I'll get my son later.
Yeah, I'll come for him later. Norman Osborn is outside and he hails out in a cab and he's like, can you take me home, please? Oh shit, my son. And he's like, oh, there you are, Harry. Get in the car. And you too, I want to say Marianne? No. Marjorie. And Mary J is like, here's his ring back.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of funny, but in no way surprising that MJ spent one, like, hour in a room with Harry. She's like, I can't marry this dude.
Yeah.
So savage. And she's like, I gotta think. And she goes to Spider-Man, who is, as far as she knows, some dude. She's like, can you take me for a swing?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's like, yeah, sure, I guess. I'm not doing anything.
I mean, it's kind of like breaking up with someone and then asking, like, a really hot jock to like give you a ride home.
Yeah, on your motorcycle, but it's like a fucking web dude instead.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure at this point, Smythe is still breaking into Kingpin's basement. And Smythe was like, it's probably fine.
I mean, he did his part.
I did my part.
Smythe is still an asshole. He's just like,
I did what I had to do. Alright, see ya.
Also, MJ wants me to hang out with her. Let's do it.
I'm not wasting this time. And Spider-Man and MJ go for a swing. Again, this is, as far as MJ knows, this is a guy in a costume she's met 3 times. And she's like, do you know what, Spider-Man? I was into Harry. I was gonna marry him, but then I was worried for him in that. But more like I was worried for my little brother. And Spider-Man's
just to humiliate him
yeah.
more.
Oh god, he's like, and then she kind of mentions, oh yeah, I'm into someone else actually, Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like, who? Tell me who. This is where like dishing and all that stuff, girl. And MJ's like, you're just some dude in a leotard. I'm not gonna tell you.
I actually really like this scene. I feel like there's even though they've only met a few times, the dynamic between Spider-Man specifically and MJ is quite fun. I like doing like the Hydro Man episode and stuff like that. But also
Spider-Man's like this like sassy gay friend that she has.
But also I think like it's the fact that she doesn't tell him in this situation after being like quite candid about stuff, I think pretty much confirms that she knows that he's Peter, which may or may not be true because I can't remember whether they do that in the show. But
it's like
but
it does
it does make this scene funnier if that were to be true.
Yeah,
if she just knew and she's like, oh, I'm just gonna tell Peter all this shit,
knowing
that he doesn't know I know.
Yeah, I'm just some guy, you wouldn't know him. And Spider-Man's like, no, I wouldn't know him. So what's what you should tell me? Just tell me, like maybe I know him. And she's like, nah, I'll see you later. I mean Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like, whoever it is, I hope it's Peter Parker, whoever it is. And that's kind of when it goes. She kind of like gets chopped off by Spider-Man and he's like, I wonder what's going to happen with me and MJ. And that's almost the end of the episode, but we then cut to the sewers. Now this scene is fucking great.
I can't even remember this scene.
So it's like, we go to the sewers and you see like Alistair Smythe like carting his dad's cryogenic chamber.
Right.
I'm pretty sure these things need to be plugged in. You can't just like take it out and go for a spin with his like.
Maybe there's an outlet in the sewer. A lot of people having like bases there.
Yeah, just like a wee work like. Sorry about this. Can I borrow like an outlet? My dad is dying over there. And Liz is like, I'm trying to have a webinar in here. And then as he plugs in his dad, he's like, soon, Dad, me and you are gonna like revenge on the outside world. Oh shit, there's a Ninja Turtle over there. But most importantly, revenge. And that's when the episode ends with unspecified revenge. And that is season 3, episode 8, entitled The Ultimate Slayer. And I tell you what, that ultimate slayed me.
Soon you will wake, Father. And then, for all the crimes committed against us, you and I shall wreak a terrible revenge.
I feel like season 3 has been steadily getting more and more insane.
Yeah.
As it's been going on.
It had a bit of a hiccup right at the start with a fucking dragon.
We started with a dragon.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just it's just a fuck it season.
Yeah. I mean, let's not dwell too much on the season as a whole, because we'll be doing the season review at some point.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. I fucking loved the
Yeah.
episode. I don't think this is necessarily good. I don't think it's bad, but it's just like, let's see what crazy shit we can do here. What's the most insane thing that can happen at this moment? Smythe is trying to rat out Kingpin. I guess Smythe's gonna get turned into a robot now.
It did remind me of some of those early episodes where they just went completely off the rails, and I was like, I'm so glad I do this podcast.
Yeah.
Whereas kind of the opposite of some of the weaker episodes we've seen where they're
Morbius.
where it's a bit repetitive or bland. It feels like it's moving as well. Like, it's obviously this whole season is connected across the episodes.
There's like a long arc going on.
Yeah, but also, the stuff about bringing Spencer Smythe back, that's season 1, episode 2.
Yeah.
And this references to all the other Spider Slayer stuff from other episodes. There's Herbert Landon, who's from season 2. There's a conclusion of Mary Jane and Harry and that kind of stuff.
That kind of sham relationship.
There's more of Big Bad Aunt Anna. And even bringing in Norman Osborn just to be yeah, I'm still part of this crazy ass alliance.
Yeah.
Also, Kingpin, remember when you started all this bullshit off?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the Green Goblin was 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, and it's also answering a few of the questions we had earlier this season, why is Alistair still here? What
does he do?
What is his purpose? And then they start this with yeah, Alistair ain't happy.
Alistair's pissed.
I don't know, and also like creating like another rogue faction. Like it's not all like just Kingpin.
Yeah.
It's like
it's everyone who Kingpin is like inadvertently pissed off and or fired.
Yeah, so now you got like Silvermane versus I guess
Silvermane's a baby now.
Yeah, but like Silvermane's crew versus Kingpin's crew versus Sewer
Squad. Suicide Squad.
The Sewer Smythe Squad.
The Sewer Smythe Squad, yeah, that works.
Jesus Christ, how'd that work so well?
Yeah, man, this is the episode where like there's like one joke that could be made.
Yeah.
And like it's the first time anyone's made that joke, and no one will ever make that joke again. And we've had like 2 of them in one episode.
Yeah, we have too many episode titles already.
But yeah, like, and there's Dr. Octopus just hanging around. I think he's like cool with Kingpin.
Yeah, I know.
They haven't really talked since they went to see the Joker together.
I think...
And Kingpin's like, this is just a society now. They always push us white men too far.
There's also like, it's weird because I think this one actually had quite a cool story.
Yeah.
But then it also just had insane shit like Kingpin spinning the hover chair around, or a bit where I don't know when this happens, but like I just wrote that Smythe headbutts Kingpin's belly.
Yeah, it's
and it's just really funny.
I'm surprised his neck didn't break immediately.
Yeah, there was just a lot of nonsense going on with some actual like quite fun stuff. So I think this was a pretty great episode.
I kind of think this is where Spider-Man animated series is at its best.
It's when it's like its most Spider-Man animated series, yeah. At least. Yeah,
like I talk a lot about like delicious cheese nightmares in season 2, and this is like a delicious cheese nightmare, but like there's like a good like solid like fresh dough, bit of garlic, like garnish on it, and it's like this is a delicious pizza of an episode.
Right, I was about to say you were describing a pizza.
Yeah. So this is like all like the good stuff you need. It's a nutritious and yet very, very junk food heavy dinner. I'm satisfied by it. I think in seconds, even.
So following on from that, who's the daddy this week?
That's a good question. Who is daddy this week? I was gonna say like Spencer Smythe.
Absent father Spencer Smythe.
Yeah.
I mean, who else is a dad?
Norman Osborn also has a bit of dadding to do here.
I feel like the most important daddy is Spencer.
I would say the most important daddy is like MJ. She's like dadding hard for like.
How is she dadding?
First of all, the bit in the cell where she's like, we've got to protect Harry now from this piece of shit.
I don't know if I associate my dad with beating up guards.
I feel like you had the wrong dad then. I feel like your dad wasn't an adequate father. He failed you as a father.
Well, I guess so.
Send him a lump of coal this Father's Day.
No, but Spencer is the spectre of fatherhood in this. Like, he's the motivating force behind everything.
Yeah. He's like overshadowing everything with his like excess dadness from beyond the like semi-grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
he's gonna be pissed when he gets unfrozen and sees that his son is now, I don't know, he'd be like, oh my god, you're horrifying, and Alistair would be like, no, I just had an experiment, and he's like, oh my god, look at that mullet, it's so bad.
Son, it's 1996. Why do you still have that stupid haircut? You look like Mel Gibson present day. Considering he's been like under for 2 years, there's no way Spencer Smythe isn't going to like immediately shit himself while seeing his son.
Oh, I thought you just meant because he hadn't taken a shit in a few years.
That's also that.
Yeah.
So he's just going to like, oh god, I wish this chamber had a bedpan. Oh father, now I've got to take you out and clean the shit out of your cryogenic chamber. Let's be more careful.
I was just him coming out of his cryogenic stasis, taking one look at what Alistair looks like now, and just turning around and going back into the chamber. Like fucking...
That Simpsons meme.
Yeah, like
Just
fucking
like,
Abe Simpson putting his hat. He comes out and puts his hat on the coat rack and just turns around and goes back in.
Is it the coat rack's now like one of Alice's stalks on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Wait, this isn't a hat rack. Father, you're alive. Oh, there he goes again.
Wake me in 2020.
Yeah.
I hear that's going to be a good one.
year. I've got a feeling about that year. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. Oh wait, do you think there's going to be amnesia in this? Do you think like this counts as an amnesia with Spencer Smythe? And Alistair Smythe, actually. It's like a robo-induced amnesia.
Is that amnesia, though? Like, is he forgetting anything, or is he just trapped in his body?
I think he's like remembering in fits and bursts.
Oh no, because he's getting amnesia of of his humanity.
Yeah.
I think that counts.
That counts.
Robo-amnesia.
Robo-amnesia counts.
Yeah.
That's like 5 for this season.
There's no other amnesia, right? We got a coma here. We do have a ice coma. And we had like the threat of a crime coma in the rocket racer episode.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's two.
Have there been any other comas?
I feel like Aunt May's been in at least one coma this season.
Yes, she was. She was in one.
It's a Daredevil episode. She was in a coma, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's at least 3 comas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for more comas. We get a coma counter.
Is it time to head to the comic origins, Jack?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna blast through this because I made a lot of notes, but I'm just like, fuck this. I mean, I'm also out of practice because the last few comic origins have been pretty like simple, and this one's just crazy.
Let's do it.
We did talk about Alistair Smythe's first appearance way back in like episode 3 or something.
Yeah.
And that was in the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 19 in 1985. And I didn't go that far into his origins because I didn't want to step on this episode, basically, because I knew something like this was coming up. He returns in 1987 in Amazing Spider-Man 291, which I can't remember if we went over this, but basically he was confined to an asylum for being like a keyboard warrior when he was like working for Fisk. And then like
he tried to like load the stock market against GameStop.
Yeah, and then he got put in an asylum.
Yeah.
And then he broke out and took some other inmates and then put them into robots and shit and just like started like trying to fuck up Spider-Man. And then
What?
No, it gets worse.
We meet against Spider-Man. I've got these insane people and robots to fight you.
Well, there was a thing. I'm pretty sure we talked about this because there was a guy who had like split personality, but then it was like represented on like the different screens of a robot.
If I've forgotten that, I'm like, I probably need to see a doctor because I don't know how I would have forgotten that.
I think that you actually have forgotten this because I think this did come up before. But I mean, we've been doing this podcast long enough that I'll give you that.
It's a lot of bullshit to like kind of wade through my mind.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty hard, wouldn't it, to have to deal with that much bullshit?
I feel like that's a very...
Imagine if you had 100 times more.
You think that's bullshit? You haven't seen nothing yet.
Anyway, in the final battle of this, though, Smythe enhanced himself by... Okay, this is just the quote, but encasing his entire body in a bioorganic carapace? Carapace? Don't know that word. That is full body armor and increased his strength and gave him the ability to walk again by connecting with his spine. And it also gives him talons like on his feet, blades that come out of his arms, and like...
It's such a dumb joke, but I just imagine little Wesley Snipes coming out of his arms. You walk again, motherfucker.
And he basically looks very similar to how he does in this show.
Yeah.
And that's how he kind of looks like for a while, but then he ends up getting it reversed, but then he can still walk somehow, so he looks like a normal dude again.
I can't believe it took him that long to decide, oh yeah, maybe I should just look like a normal dude again.
Yeah, and that's at E7, but then he does turn up doing some other bullshit. There's this whole virtual reality thing with Ben Reilly and stuff, which I won't go into.
It's like Virtuosity.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was called something like Virtual Insanity or something like that.
Like the Jamiroquai song.
Yeah, it might be. Because there's a whole thing, and then there's a lady Dr. Octopus who's using virtual reality, and then I think Dr. Octopus's mind is in the...
In the body of Jamiroquai?
No, it's in like the Lawnmower Man realm. I can't remember. It's one of those things where the plot went on for so long that they kind of just forgot to conclude it. And then I like looked up and it's like, oh, that mysterious guy in the cyberspace void was Doc Ock, probably.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Way to set up a mystery and then just go, we don't care, and move on. But then in The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, number 20, in the year 2000, Smythe attacks J. Jonah Jameson and Peter again.
Sure.
But he threatens all of JJ's like loved ones because he has these like robot spiders.
Like one person then?
Well, two, because he's got like John and his wife Marla.
And is not leaving him.
No, because she's kind of a dick as well.
That's good.
But like
he found somebody.
She's like a nicer dick. She's a little bit less obsessive, but still, yeah.
She's like a stealth dick.
I think they met like making a spider slayer, so you know,
like a spider slayer meet cute.
Yeah.
They both reach for the same like laser gun at the same time, or like she's just carrying around like these like robot parts and they run into each other. What are you doing here? Oh, what a coincidence! I'm also helping to destroy Spider-Man. You want to go for a drink or something? You had me at, I have to kill Spider-Man now.
Basically, Spider-Man ends up having to fight all the different Spider Slayers that have existed in the comics up until this point. At the same time, he manages to take down the central one that turns them all off. And this whole time, JJ has been with Alistair Smythe, knowing he can't do anything because these robot spiders are going to kill his wife. Basically, all the robots die, and then Smythe is like, whoa, what the fuck? Have I been beaten? And then fucking JJ comes out and is like, don't fucking threaten my family again. And beats him up with a baseball bat.
Wait, what?
He just gets a baseball bat out and beats him up.
Was he just carrying that around with him, or just
I think they were in his house. So he just grabbed the one he used, but he's like, you ain't got no hostages now, just beats him up.
Yeah. I see your legs are working again. Let's see how long that lasts.
And the thing is, the Wikipedia page says that he beats him to the edge of death.
Jesus!
But I read the issue and I didn't see that happen, and the next issue doesn't mention it, so...
He's just, a bit bruised, I guess.
It's just, fine that he beat this guy up.
Yeah.
But then we jump forward...
He got Mark Wahlberg's lawyer.
The next big thing with him is in 2000.
This is even better, because he's not even Vietnamese, you know? This is a cinch.
Why are you trying to derail me? I've got so much. And you can see the time there, and you're going do you want to talk about fucking Mark Wahlberg hate crimes?
Fuck it, why not?
In Amazing Spider-Man 648 in 2010, Smythe returns, and this time he's got this new metallic body armor.
It's like Mecha Smythe now.
Yeah, basically. You'll get a photo.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's a full metal suit with
it looks like fucking that guy in the Wolverine. The Silver Samurai.
Silver Samurai. He also kind of looks like a Beetleborg. And that's a reference for no one, but
yeah,
there you go.
I didn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's another shot.
Ooh, that is extreme.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Sentai vibe, but he's got these big blue eyes and...
Is he like that Ultraman guy?
He's a little bit like Ultraman, but basically he's just a spiky dude, and he's got this organic metal shit that's going all over him, and scales and spikes and a long ass tail. He comes back and he's all about fucking up J. Jonah Jameson's life. Because I don't know if you remember this, but Spencer Smythe died in the comics because he spent so much time near radioactive shit that he just died.
Yeah.
And Spencer Smythe blames JJ for that because he was the one employing him to make all those robots. And so, as the new Ultimate Slayer...
New year, new Alistair.
He basically comes and he's trying to fuck up shit with J. Jonah Jameson for a bunch of issues. He upgrades Scorpion's suit, makes an army.
I was wondering Matt Gargan was in all this.
Yeah.
He's just hanging around on a park bench.
This happens a few times where Smythe basically just hey Scorpion, want to help me? And then Scorpion's no, fuck you. And he's you might get to kill JJ though. And he's fine.
Why didn't you say so?
Basically his idea is he's going to kill everyone that Jameson loves.
So again, 2 people.
Yeah. So he knows how he feels when his dad died. It's his whole thing. And then they have this big fight, which is kind of...
What, J. Jonah Jameson and fucking Alistair Smythe?
No. I quite liked Alistair Smythe in this series. This is Dan Slott run of the Spider-Man comics, and I actually did enjoy these. I know some people don't, but I was into it. There's this device which ends up disabling Spider-Man's spider sense, but basically permanently. I say permanently, but it is temporary, but it's for quite a few issues that he doesn't have. And there's a really great moment where the way he realizes he doesn't have spider sense is just a piece of debris just comes up and hits him in the head, and he's
ow!
That realization of oh, I actually need to look around.
God, I have to use my eyes again.
His spider sense is disabled, and also he's got a bit of a concussion from an explosion, so he's all fucked up, and so he can't stop Alistair when he goes to attack JJ, and he goes to hit JJ with his tail, and Marla jumps in the way.
Imagine sacrificing yourself for J.J. Jameson. I regret so much.
She gets stabbed, and she's bleeding out and dying, and then it leaves with her, which is actually really sad. Smythe is apprehended, but she's dying in JJ's arms. And her last words are, don't blame anyone for this. Spider Slayers, Spider-Man, don't even blame Smythe. Don't waste any more of your life on hate. And then she dies.
And he forgets that lesson immediately.
Well, no, he says, Spider-Man comes up and is like expecting him to go nuts on him, and he's like, look, I'm not going to blame you, this is entirely my fault. It's just like a huge bummer.
Good on him for accepting responsibility finally, when like 50% of his social circle is now dead.
Yeah. I should also mention, I'm not sure if it happened at this point or after this, but J. Jonah Jameson is now mayor of New York.
I should be more surprised, but I'm not.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
So hold on, like how many of the biggest pieces of shit in the Spider-Man universe have become mayor of New York? Is he like before or after Giuliani?
Yeah, it turned out like Rudy Giuliani was behind the Clone Saga.
And then 9/11 happened and everyone forgot.
But anyway,
J.J. Jameson like parking lot just trying to like deny that Trump lost the election.
do you want this episode to be 2 hours long?
I mean, it's not about it's gonna happen either way. So.
No, it's not. We can stop this. I don't have far to go, and you're stopping me before the finish line.
Because there's so many bits to be
No, there's not. Stop.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 670 in 2011. There's this whole Spider Island event. Please don't ask any questions about this because this is just insane. But there's this whole thing where everyone in New York is given spider powers.
I'm supposed not to ask any questions about that.
Yeah, because it's not important to this shit.
You can't just like throw some crazy shit like that and like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's just...
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Everyone gets spider powers. Alistair Smythe is in jail at this point, and basically like JJ goes up to him and is like, hey, can you help us with this? Because you got a science brain and it'll be super useful. And then Alistair laughs at him because he's like, oh, this is super ironic that you're becoming the one thing you hate, which is dude with spider powers. And then Jameson transforms into a spider monster and bites a chunk out of Smythe's neck.
And again, I'm also asking any questions about that.
I need to get to the end of the sentences is the thing. And that's the end of the sentence, so...
Why is J.J. Jameson a giant spider monster?
Spider flu. Basically, and it makes
of course, the spider flu. How could I forget the spider flu?
I can't remember this storyline completely because it's been a while, but like basically everyone in New York gets Spider-Man's powers, and then they... Does
the president tell them to drink bleach to get rid of it?
Well, they basically... It's all this plan of this woman called the Insect Queen, and she, and then she ends up turning everyone into giant spiders.
That's the move, I guess.
I can't remember what happened, but there's a lot of like everyone's got... It is kind of funny in a way because Peter Parker gets to do Spider-Man shit like without his suit on because everyone has spider powers, so it's not like a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
So that's like the last thing with JJ, and like the things are getting worse and worse between JJ and Alistair Smythe is what I'm trying to say. You know?
Like
killed his wife, he beat him up with a baseball bat, killed his dad, he bit a chunk out of his neck.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of stuff.
Hold up a grudge. I feel like if I'm Alistair Smythe, I'm like, yeah, this dude doesn't get invited to my wedding.
He next turns up again in 2013 in the Superior Spider-Man number 12, which, for those who don't know, Superior Spider-Man is a series in which Dr. Octopus has done a mind swap with Peter Parker.
It's like a Freaky Friday, but like...
permanent.
Yeah.
And then Peter, like, apparently dies in Dr. Octopus's body, but Otto has Peter's memories, and so he gets like the responsibility lesson. So it's kind of about him trying to be a better Spider-Man than Peter Parker was.
That's such a Dr. Octopus move, is like...
Yeah, exactly.
Killing a dude, but like, I'm gonna live your life better than you ever could.
He refers to himself as like the superior Spider-Man.
Which is where the name comes from. Yeah.
He's obviously very brutal, and basically the whole series is this really interesting way of showing how Peter is the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because all the things that Otto does right are also offset by all the things he does wrong because of his arrogance and because of his lack of care for people and stuff like that.
Because he's a raging psychopath.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a really interesting one for that. JJ as mayor is overseeing the execution of Alistair Smythe and calls in Spider-Man to help out.
Wait, so why is Smythe getting executed? Is it just him being petty?
For like killing a lot of people.
Okay, it's not just him being petty because he killed his wife.
No, but it is a little bit of pettiness because he does push for it.
Okay.
You know, but Alistair Smythe has done all the crime.
Yeah. Is the death penalty even legal in New York?
I doubt it. But they push for it. I can't remember how it works out here, but nice moment at the start of this issue where Spider-Man, or Otto as Spider-Man, meets with a head of security at the Raft prison, and he recognizes him as a guy who treated him like shit when he was in jail there.
Yeah.
And just randomly to this guy, as far as he knows, has met Spider-Man for the first time, just says, "You're a complete and total failure, both as head of security and as a man. Don't bother me again," and walks off. And the dude's like, "What the fuck did I do?"
He's cried himself to sleep that night because his favourite hero just cussed him out for no reason.
Another small note I liked from this issue is that before he's executed, or due to be executed, he says he's a changed man, and Otto starts off going like, "That's such bullshit. He's a criminal, he's a murderer. He doesn't just become better overnight," and then he just trails off and then just stops speaking, and someone's like, "That was pretty good. When you carry on," he's like, "No, never mind."
Never mind. That's awkward.
Smythe escapes as expected, but it turns out he gets like a swarm of these robots to come in and power him up. But it turns out every single place he tries to escape, Otto is already, as the master planner, has already anticipated every single thing he does. So it's just Smythe trying to escape and getting fucked up. And eventually he realizes, oh fuck, I can't get out, so I'm going to start taking hostages and powering up other villains who are in here. So he gets like Scorpion on his side again.
Oh, goddamn.
And Vulture.
Does Vulture still have cancer by this point, or is he like...
This is way after the
robots.
The robot, life-draining robot stuff.
Curing his cancer.
Yeah. You guys will have to listen to the Vulture episode from last season.
It's pretty insane.
I'm not going into that shit again.
Why not just start from the beginning with that?
JJ then tells Spider-Man that he has authority to kill Smythe.
Oh, shit.
And this being Otto, he's like, hell yeah.
Fucking finally.
And then he corners Smythe, and this is like one of my favourite moments in the Superior Spider-Man series. Smythe reveals that he sent all these different villains, he sent them after different groups of civilians in the prison. And so they're all going there to kill these people. Does the whole like...
You can save them, but you have to let me go.
Like, who do you save? This is the choice.
Yeah.
What's that Willem Dafoe line? Surprised you didn't make it already.
It's a distinct choice. Let die the woman you love, or suffer the little children. Oh yeah, we all have the right to choose. Now choose!
He says, who will you save? And then Otto says, none of the above.
Oh, that's such a good line. That's an Arnold Schwarzenegger line.
Yeah, and then he just...
None of the above.
And then he just attacks him, and Smythe freaks out, like, what the hell are you doing? They're gonna die because he's dealt with Spider-Man all these years and doesn't expect it. Otto then rips off one of his, like, talons and stabs him in the chest with it.
Jesus, dude.
And kills him.
Yeah, that's surprising.
But it isn't quite over yet.
Oh.
Before they can celebrate, Smythe's robotic components are carrying his mind.
Sure.
And then they, like, power up his suit to, like, basically puppet his own dead corpse to try and escape still. So it's like he is dead, but his backup plan was to have his mind
brain.
in these robots. They just carry his body out, so it's like this weird zombie Spider Slayer, which is pretty cool. Gets in a fight with Spider-Man again, and they like fight down. They fall down to the side, like of by the water of the raft. Which I haven't said it, by the way. The raft is the prison.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's not a raft.
They're not like fighting on a boat.
It's like raft is I think that raft is in a fucking Civil War, like that underwater prison thing. But like in the comics, it's just like an island.
Okay.
But anyway, they're fighting on the shores, and he then tells Otto his master backup plan. I wanted you to attack me because I'm going to transfer my mind into your body.
Oh, shit.
And then he goes to, like, hit, like, the back of his skull. And when the mask rips away, there's, like, all this metal padding there. And he's like, wait, what? How did you possibly guess I was going to do this?
He's like, I did it before.
Because, like, all your escape attempts, I thought of it first and closed it to you. Because I am Otto Octavius and I have already done it. Imbecile. Your final act as the Spider Slayer, your last great battle, wasn't even against your true enemy. That's your legacy. Nothing.
God damn! You should just let him, like, leave him, just like.
And then Alistair dies. Good.
He just like dies with like a broken heart after that fucking line.
He dies of shame.
Yeah.
And then, just as a little side note, it turned out that Otto had taped JJ, giving him authority to kill Alistair Smythe, and then at the end of this issue, uses it to blackmail Jonah into giving him the prison to use as his base of operations.
That is pretty baller.
That's the end of Alistair Smythe. I think he came back as a clone in the Clone Conspiracy, but that
what
was
the fuck's the Clone Conspiracy?
I'll get into
it. Is the next one the Clone Ultimatum?
It's the thing, everyone gets cloned, but then they will like die, so it's fine. I think he's in the background and saying like, hey, I'm here, and then dies again. But yeah, so he gets killed twice by Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is why I had to like shove all my other knowledge out of my brain before this recording.
I hope nothing else was useful that you could have used there. Because...
Oh, I have one more thing.
Oh, of course you do.
Do you remember that Alistair Smythe was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
As BJ Novak.
It's BJ Novak.
That's actually perfect casting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have nothing else to say about that, though.
It's a good like addition. I don't know why it came in here, but I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that brings us to the end of the comic book origin. And that also brings us to the end of the episode of That 90s Spider-Man Show, where we learned all about fatherhood and about turning your worst employee into a robot for some reason. Yeah, any last words, Jack? Jack is just looking like into the distance, like completely broken by his comic book origins, folks.
It was initially no spider splat, no hover chair, right?
Yeah.
But now he's got 2 hover chairs and no spider splat.
So maybe that's like the moral here, is that like there's always room for more hover chair.
Sure.
But yeah, as always, you can find us in all the places you can find podcasts. Follow us on social media, check out our YouTube, email us with your bullshit. We don't really care. But yeah, thanks for, again, patronising That 90s Spider-Man Show. And remember, if you're going to carry out like an elaborate revenge plan, maybe don't use the disgruntled employee that was just about to rat you out. That's been That 90s Spider-Man Show. So long, good night.